Dear viewers, in the view of upcoming Civil Services Preliminary Examination, PT 2021 revision series has been started to make your preparation better. The program will be published at 9 a.m. daily. Hope this initiative of ours will be beneficial for you. Thank you.
Hello and welcome to another episode of today's GK. I am Pooja Dwivedi, and in this segment we bring to you objective questions to help you crack prelims. So let's begin with the practice question of the last segment. The groundswell report recently in the news is released by which of the following organizations? World Bank, World Economic Forum, World Meteorological Organization, Ministry of Earth Science. The correct answer to this question is option A, that is World Bank. Let's look at the explanation. Recently, the updated groundswell report released by the World Bank indicated that climate change could force 216 million people across 6 world regions to move within their countries by 2050. First groundswell report was published in 2018 and used a robust and novel modeling approach to understand the scale, trajectory, and spatial patterns of future climate migration within countries with a focus on 3 regions: Sub-Saharan Africa, South Asia, as well as Latin America. Consider the following statements. Goods and services tax is applicable on manufacture of goods or on sale of goods or on provision of services. Petroleum, electricity taxes, and tobacco products are currently exempted from GST. We have to select the correct statement. Now, if you look at the first statement, it is incorrect because GST is actually levied on the supply and not manufacture. So the first is incorrect, but second is definitely correct. The correct answer to this question is option B. Let's look at the explanation. The Goods and Services Council has decided to keep petroleum products out of the GST regime. The Goods and Services Tax is a value-added tax levied on most goods and services sold for domestic consumption. GST is applicable on supply of goods or services as against the old concept on the manufacture of goods or in sale of goods or on the provision of services. Moving on to the explanation that is next. Petroleum, electricity taxes, and tobacco products are currently exempted from GST. Let's look at the next question. Consider the following statements. The Collegium system is the system of appointment and transfer of judges that has evolved through an Act of Parliament. The Supreme Court Collegium is headed by the Chief Justice of India and comprises of 4 other senior-most judges of the court. A High Court Collegium is led by its Chief Justice and 4 other senior-most judges of that court. So we have to select the correct statement. C. The Collegium system, yes, it is a system that is going to talk about the appointment and transfer of judges. But it has not evolved through an Act of Parliament, but different judges' case with the help of Supreme Court. So the first statement is incorrect, but the second and third are definitely correct. So the correct answer to this question is option C. The Supreme Court Collegium, led by CJI N.V. Ramana, is proceeding with staggering speed to fill vacancies and strengthen the judiciary as seen in the latest slew of recommendations. Collegium system is the system of appointment and transfer of judges that has evolved through judgments of the Supreme Court and not by any act of the Parliament or by the provision of the Constitution. The Supreme Court Collegium is headed by CJI of India and comprises of 4 other senior-most judges, and we have talked about the High Court as well. With reference to telecom sector reforms, consider the following statements. 100% FDI in telecom sector is allowed under the automatic route. The future spectrum auctions will be done for a period of 30 years and taxes on adjusted gross revenue of the telecom sector excludes non-telecom revenues. We have to select the correct statement. All these statements are correct. The correct answer is option D. Recently, the Union Cabinet has approved a number of structural and process reforms in the telecom sector. FDIs in the sector has been allowed up to 100% under the automatic route from the existing limit of 49%. The future spectrum auctions will be done for a period of 30 years instead of the current 20 years. Telecom companies have to pay a prefixed percentage of adjusted gross revenue, excluding non-telecom revenues, to the government as statutory levies, but this will apply prospectively. Moving on, consider the following statements. The Crime in India is an annual report published by the National Crime Records Bureau. The National Crime Records Bureau was set up on the recommendation of National Police Commission in 1985. We have to select the correct statement. The first statement is correct. The second is not, because NCRB was set up on the recommendation of both National Police Commission and Ministry of Home Affairs Task Force in 1985. The correct answer to this question is option A. Recently, National Crime Records Bureau released the Crime in India Report 2020. NCRB brings out the annual comprehensive statistics of crime across the country. NCRB was set up based on the recommendations of National Police Commission and MHA's task force. Moving on, in which of the following countries the sufficiency economy philosophy was introduced after the Asian financial crisis of 1997? Myanmar, Vietnam, Indonesia or Thailand? The correct answer to this question is option D, that is Thailand. The sufficiency economy philosophy is based on the fundamental principle of Thai culture. Thailand believes that its homegrown development approach of SEP can serve as an alternative approach to achieving the Sustainable Development Goals. Sufficiency economy is an innovative approach to development designed for practical application over a wide range of problems and situations. Moving on, consider the following statements with respect to the concept of electric highway in India. The first of these will be between Delhi to Jaipur. India is in talks about electric highways with a Swedish firm. We have to select the correct statement. Both these statements are correct. The correct answer to this question is option C. With the world moving on from conventional fuels to alternative sources of energy for powering transport, electricity is currently the most popular choice for powering motors of propulsion in vehicles. If the proposed electric highway comes through, it will see vehicles powered by electricity ply on the stretch. The first of these will be between Delhi to Jaipur. Also, another electric highway may also be constructed between Delhi and Mumbai, and talks are on with the Swedish firm regarding that. Moving on to the next question, consider the following countries: Morocco, Libya, Tunisia, Chad, Niger, Nigeria. Which of the countries mentioned above share a border with Algeria? So, Morocco, also Libya, Tunisia and Nigeria have a border with the country Algeria. So, the correct answer to this question is option A. Former Algerian President Abdelaziz Bouteflika has died at 84, the presidency said on Friday, more than 2 years after he stepped down under pressure from mass protests and the army. Algeria is a country in the Maghreb region of North Africa. It is the largest country by total area in Africa, and it is bordered to the northeast by Tunisia, to the east by Libya, to the southeast by Niger, to the southwest by Mali and Western Sahara, to the west by Morocco and north by Mediterranean Sea. Let's move on to the next question. Consider the question: the Prince William Earthshot Prize is awarded in which of the following fields? Sports, environment, drama, literature. The correct answer to this question is option B, that is environment. 2 Indian projects among 15 finalists are there for Prince William's Earthshot Prize. Britain's Prince William launched in the year 2020 a multi-million pound prize to encourage the world's greatest problem solvers to find answers to Earth's biggest environmental problem, saying the planet was now at a tipping point. Turtuk, Chulankha, Garadi and 𝐃𝐞𝐲𝐿, recently seen in the news, refers to which of the following? Languages, dance forms, villages or fauna? The correct answer to this question is option C, that is villages. The Union Culture Ministry is organizing a 4-day event to celebrate the Golden Jubilee of Chorbat liberation in Turtuk area of Ladakh region. During the 1971 war, the Indian Army liberated Turtuk, Chulunkha, Garadi, 𝐃𝐞𝐲𝐿 and 𝐾𝐫𝐢𝐬𝐡𝐭𝐢 villages in Ladakh region. The event is also aimed at promoting the local Balti culture of Nur-Bakshya and tourism in the region. Moving on to the next question, consider the following statements with respect to JIGYASA. It is a student scientist connect program. It comes under the Ministry of Education. We have to select the incorrect statement. The first statement is correct, that it is a student scientist connect program, but it doesn't come under the Ministry of Education but Ministry of Science and Technology. The correct answer to this question is option B. Union Minister Dr. Jitendra Singh launched a countrywide free telemedicine consultation cum drugs facility on the occasion of the birthday of Prime Minister. JIGYASA, the minister also announced that JIGYASA, a student scientist connect program, will be extended to cover schools in over 700 districts of India within 1 year, and it comes under the Ministry of Science and Technology. The program is jointly executed with Kendra Vidyalaya Sangathan. It is currently operational actually in 170 districts of the country. Moving on to the next question. Mura-Drava-Danube, recently seen in the news, is related to which of the following? Landform established by the Danube River, world's first 5-country biosphere reserve, primitive tribe found in the Danube River Valley, and new variety of fishes in Danube River. So we have to select the correct statement. I hope you'll be answering it correctly in the comment segment. That's it for today. Tomorrow we shall meet again with another segment. Until then, stay updated and thank you so much for watching.